and welcome to Ready Player Dumb. We are playing Season, and we just petted goats.
Yeah. I think you missed a note there. Whoa.
A note back here?
No, sorry. I meant when you were doing the bike thing. You rang the bell to do the shave and haircut, but you missed one of the... No, don't go in there.
Oh,
Just follow
you mean I meant to go...
Dun, 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 dun. But you, like, missed one of them.
You poor thing. I thought you meant, like, a paper note.
Yeah.
I think you missed a note there, and I'm like, oh. Better?
And you did.
No. No. I did it, Peter.
Yeah. Saba.
I hope I get to taste some Saba fruit. If it merits a sticker. Must be pretty good.
Indeed. Nice little tea area.
Pretty good, huh?
You can record the birdie. There's like a baby bird in there too.
The human soul was once described to me as a birdhouse.
Yeah? You gonna just leave it at that?
Yep. Tools are to be returned here. Has anyone seen my little scythe? Tools grow legs and drown in the lake.
I had
What
an uncle
scythe?
who collected tools that were so old nobody knows what they were used for.
Guess I saw everything around the house. Oh, I haven't been over here yet. Whoa! A peephole!
Yeah.
A peephole!
Mm-hmm.
There's a peephole.
You got too close.
Oh,
You
no,
activated
no,
the cutscene.
no.
What? What? Oh.
You said we had until midnight. I'm not ready to leave. Look at all this. Wait a minute. A cute outfit, a bicycle.
You must... Never mind. I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna say a joke.
You're not a Greyhound. Oh, what a relief. I'm sorry.
So she just immediately stereotypes Greyhounds like that? Well, you...
Well, she assumes that that's the only people that are coming into the valley at this point.
But to be like, well, you dress cute, so you couldn't possibly be a Greyhound.
Well, they all wear uniform.
What if one of them spruces up their uniform and be like, cute? No?
I just assumed because who else would be...
Okay.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to glimpse the true state of all things. I'm here to meet people. I'm recording and studying the valley.
Today? You're trying to do that today?
Yes.
Wow, and I thought I was busy. Welcome to Tiang Valley. You should have been here a week ago when the evacuation started. Almost everyone is gone now.
Almost everyone? Where are they going?
You noticed, I hope, that the valley is going to be flooded. The Greyhounds are taking us to live in the Radiant City. Look!
Ooh. Can't read it.
I think it's like dimensions for the housing.
Oh, that is definitely an apartment
Mhm.
thing. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now I can read it.
Floor 8, unit 809,
Square meters.
72. That's tiny. Balcony. Every Radiant City apartment comes furnished with an array of devices, quilts, toys, musical instruments, and much more. Most importantly, they come furnished with loving community around them.
It is, yeah, it is tiny. Like, I mean, just look at the door coverage when it opens or closes, and that tells you how small this is.
Yeah.
Tiny.
See how they put the dimensions on the back?
Yeah.
I recreated our future apartment here, on the lawn.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is the space we have to work with, to live in. I'm trying to really imagine what it'll be like. We're going from a big farm to one room. And we need to be packed by tonight. I already packed for myself and my son, but my husband Yuri is a little harder to pack for because he passed away recently. And I can't bring all his things. It's not realistic. His stuff is still... it's all here. It's okay. What'd you say you wanted to see? The true state of all things? It must be in here somewhere. We can do this. Just need to decide.
I'll choose for you. Is that what it's gonna have me do?
So you can explore here. And then you can also talk to her.
There's another person there.
Yeah. Hello.
You know, it takes a special kind of person to wave at somebody who's reading a book.
Mm-hmm.
Our old cart broke. I overloaded it. So I had to use the wheels of his bicycle. Now he's so mad he won't say a word.
Big bicycle wheels.
Yeah.
Well, if you'll let me, I will touch.
Yuri learned to paint from our neighbor, Matiora.
Yuri is the husband?
Yeah.
He painted all 3 of these. This is a self-portrait he did. Kind of intense, right? He was more handsome than that. I wish he could have seen himself the way I saw him, you know? He was really lovely. Just occasional dark moods from his work. This is his portrait of me.
Whoa! What happened? Sarah, if I said I painted a portrait of you and I gave you this, your reaction would be?
Oh.
Thanks.
We got into a fight over it. What's that supposed to mean? You just splatter some paint on the canvas and put my name on it? He said it was my essence. I don't know. Do you think it looks like me?
Oh, God.
I don't know you well enough yet. Yes? Not really.
I'm gonna answer this carefully and say
He painted
know you
this
well
for
enough.
Kochi. Some kind of private joke between the 2 of them. I don't get it. They were both interested in the war and how it ended. I'm not. I just pray nothing like that will ever happen again. Which painting should I take with me?
all of them.
No. You have to pare down, Jeffrey. Kochi and the soldiers, Yuri's portrait of you, his self-portrait. Or none of them is also an option.
My God, lady, you could do much better. I want to know what happens when you say none of them, but I'm not going to say that. I won't do it. My question is, Sarah, which one would you do?
His self-portrait.
Why?
Just because I feel like it's a nice memoriam picture if she's trying to especially figure out like his effects that she needs to either take or leave behind. I feel like I would take a self-portrait just to have his face.
I feel like all of them are tough, right? Because I feel like I could totally see her being like, well, there is the portrait he made of me, where it's like,
Well, she doesn't really like it.
she already doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Technically, she didn't like all three of them in some way. She didn't understand the kid photo. She didn't like the one she did of him, and then the one he did of himself, or sorry, of her, and the one he did of himself
Was too intense.
was like, oh, this he looks so much better than this. But I feel like the way that she reflects on who he was and whatnot, I'm also gonna say his self-portrait.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
I hope she says that if you say none of them. Yes, you're right.
Himself from his own eyes. Something I could never see without this painting.
I mean, we do have cameras. I guess they also have pictures.
Yeah, just
But
take pictures of all three paintings.
oh my God! Wait a minute. I got you, lady.
Ta-da!
Here you go. I'm gonna go through your stuff, kid.
I've packed my essential clothes. I don't know what to do with these. This was Yuri's best suit.
Sorry, it looks like it's made of wood.
Yeah.
Just the angle that it is.
Maybe when Kochi grows up, it'll fit him. That's a long time away, though. My island dress. I made this for our trip to the islands, the trip we never took.
Ooh.
It was based on a photo of a seaside Azan dance. The hours I spent on this. These are some of Yuri's clothes from when he was a kid. I thought Kochi could wear them, but he says they're itchy. So what's the use? But to throw them away, he was a little boy. He would put these clothes and go to school. He grew up. Oh, God, this hurts a little. Okay.
This was the part of the game where I'm like, I should make Jeffrey play this.
Yeah.
Because I know this hits like so close to like you and your keeping things habit.
Yeah. This is rough. Because every time she asks these questions, I say, take all of it.
Yeah.
Just take them all. I still like how leave it all behind is an option.
Yeah.
I feel like only one of these had an upside. And once again, it like the fancy suit thing. Like, she's like, yeah, maybe one day he'll wear it.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, the kid doesn't like the clothes of I feel like it's uncommon to hold on to clothes that you had when you were a kid
Yeah.
to give to your kids.
Yeah.
So I feel like that one already is like has me like, huh. Is there an option to ask her if she thinks that? Could you imagine asking a woman if she thinks that she'll still fit in the dress? Because if she doesn't, there's no point in taking it, right?
I think she'll still fit. I think you need to assume that she'll still fit in the
Okay.
dress.
Fair enough. I just couldn't tell how long ago that trip was supposed to be. I assume not long ago,
Yeah.
given that it sounds like it was probably thwarted from a vacation that they never had. The fancy suit to me is like the one.
Yeah.
Like I said, it has the highest ceiling of potential.
Yes. Of course we'll bring this.
Oh, I don't think she liked my answer. I think she's accepting it, but she doesn't like it.
I should bring anything that helps Kochi remember his dad. All right. This is going well.
I don't like this. I don't like having to choose.
Yeah.
When we move, like if we ever move into another place, it always has to be bigger so we can fit everything. Sarah has a rule. Like, I want to get some new Zootopia shirts.
Yeah.
And Sarah's like, what did you tell me?
You have to get rid of a few to then take in a few.
But all of my shirts have very...
He has more clothes than I do.
But all of my clothes are very close to me. Are very close to me.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or someone. The demon of shame and mourning. How could I have forgotten? Now, where did I put him? We need to bring the demon of shame and mourning.
Yeah? Do you?
When someone dies and you're in mourning,
Oh. Okay.
you're supposed to keep the demon in sight at all times. He's supposed to remind you of your regrets.
That seems intense.
Yeah.
It's a religious thing.
Okay.
Alright, so there's probably a few more things that we can take a look at here.
The bathtub! If you don't mind. Why is she bringing her... I guess she just put it there as a... That's an idea. I only see one more hand.
Yeah, because I think in the apartment layout, this is supposed to be the bathroom. So she's doing a very elaborate job of trying to figure out if she can fit everything in this.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Because it did say it came with furnished with essentials.
Yeah, but here's my problem.
Yeah.
She's got 3 pieces of clothes in here.
Well, she said she already packed a lot of her essential clothes with her and her boy.
Do you think she's really saving a lot by not packing 2 pieces of clothing or 2 paintings? Or
Yeah.
you do? Of course you would side with that.
These are Yuri's books. They're pretty heavy.
All right. I'm going to be pretty harsh on this.
Yeah. The Prism of Yesterday.
No.
This is an old religious book, The Prism of Yesterday. He didn't like to talk about its faith. I haven't read it much. Maybe there's a part of him in these pages. A part I never understood, that I could still glimpse. Maybe he would want me to keep this one. But I don't know. It just doesn't mean much to me. Yuri found this old tourist guide to the valley before we moved here. He was so excited. But this guide is really out of date. It's from way before the war. There's something optimistic about the colors they used.
Learn the Azan language.
No, damo.
Yuri really wanted to take a trip to the archipelago together. We prepared for it a lot. Even taught ourselves a bit of the language from this book, but we never made the trip. It was always going to be soon, but it never happened. Seems like the kind of thing no one does anymore. Which should I take with me?
Your thoughts? I already have my decision made up.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you just which one that I picked, and it was the Ting Valley Vacation
Yeah.
tour book. Just
Why?
because it's it's a piece of the home that you recently left, even though it's she says it's not 100% accurate. At least it's, a nice reminder of the place that you previously lived. But I think the Azan language one was a second close one, because I feel like that's tied to the dress that she also had, where it just seems like she really wanted to take this vacation, so maybe have her take that so she can go on that vacation she wanted, even though it's just her and her son now.
Yeah, am I remembering right? For the book all the way to the left, is that the one she says it just doesn't mean that much to me?
Yeah.
It's weird that
it was her husband's religious book, but even he kind of didn't really talk about his supposed religion that represents or whatever.
Yeah. I did have my mind made up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
But then as you were going through these, then I started to remember how she literally said that.
She's
Because
not interested.
I was thinking the religious book, but then I'm like, yeah, you talked about these 2, and then I'm like, wait, it was the first one that she's like, yeah, it doesn't mean that much to me.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that was the one that's probably the most personal to him. Whereas, like, if you really want to feel like, oh, maybe I'm looking into a part of his life.
Yeah, and that is what she said, but she's just also kind of like,
But I really like your point about the home
yeah,
place. So I'm going to change my answer.
okay.
Plus, the fact that she blurted out that she doesn't really give a shit about the religious book.
Yeah.
Don't pack any books. That's the answer. Pack another painting. I just still wonder what happens if you just say don't pack anything.
I don't know. But she doesn't pack anything.
We have a special feeling for the season just before us. The one our parents grew up in. It's like it was right there. But we missed it. We know there were horrors, but somehow everyone seems innocent. I suppose I'll be leaving the other two behind. I know they're heavy, but would you want to take one with you?
Alright. You can
No.
either take the religious text or the as in language book.
Well, I don't really care about the religious text unless it was,
I don't remember what I did for this one. I think maybe I just said no thank you.
I'll take the language book. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I'm
Well,
going
just
to do
take
it.
it.
Yeah, maybe you'll make it to the Azan Islands someday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see how this is going so far. We'll remember Yuri's excitement coming to the valley. Kochi will be so proud to wear this suit someday. I'll remember how Yuri saw himself. I think we're almost there. Let's just look a little more.
Oh boy, more.
Just a little more.
More.
So there's two more, I think. There's
Wow.
that, and then the one on Kochi's bed.
I don't even know what this one is. Oh.
Photographs.
Oh, look at this photograph.
It doesn't make me laugh.
What are these?
What the heck is on Johnny's head?
My husband built these tools to study the valley. They were his life's work, and they took his life away, too. So what do I do with them?
They took his life away?
Yeah, I think his death was related to whatever work he was doing.
You can't buy tools like these. He made them. My husband didn't insult God, but maybe he stepped on his toe.
Just interesting of note. And I don't know if this is a religious thing or not, but it's interesting to see God referred to, like, not, because typically God is capitalized here when it's referred to in this way, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to see that lowercase, but referring to, like, if you say, like, oh yeah, like, you're a god, or this person was a god in Greek mythology or whatever, you would lowercase it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Well, they have multiple gods, so I don't know if that affects the capitalization.
I don't know. You're a god and
And his life went out of him.
Sorry to hear it. How did it happen?
There's the skin of our body that keeps us together.
Oh god. What happened?
But there's also the skin of our minds. The skin of your mind can pop like a bubble. And everything that makes you yourself will come pouring out.
What the fuck happened to this guy?
And the earth will devour it, eagerly, the way wind fills a vacuum. They might be incredibly valuable to a scientist on the other side of the world. I don't know. I also hate them. I get you're a curious soul, but I forbid you from using them.
What do they do?
I don't care, but he did. He gave his life trying to understand this world. I can't keep these tools, and I can't throw them away. There's even more of them, bigger ones, out at his work shed. Okay, I'm gonna turn away now. I want you to take them or throw them away. I don't want to know.
What did you do here?
I think I trashed them.
Because she's like, they'll ruin your life?
Yeah. I was like, well, I don't have any use for these. I'm not a scientist.
I still have no
I
idea.
just write stuff in my journal.
I still have no idea, like, what the hell happened.
Well, he's got like a work shed. Maybe if we go and visit that. But I think it had to do with whatever the mineral thing is that in the dig site.
Yeah.
I think it's related to that mineral. He was studying it. And I think just the psychoactive radiance of it probably just messed him up.
Well, let's trash him.
I do.
I changed my mind.
All right, time to look at photos.
She was just very upset about those tools.
Yeah, because
Why did she say she can't get rid of them?
I think there was a part of the sentimental value just...
I went through all our old photos, trying to see what I might be forgetting. I love that view. Have you been up there? By the entrance to the shrine?
Not yet.
Not yet.
You really should go see it when it opens. It's just across the river and up the hill. The doors to the shrine open when the sun goes down. The monk is still in there. I hope he'll evacuate. That's Matiora. She lives east of here, out in the woods by the river. She said she'll evacuate, but she's still here. It makes me nervous, but I can't complain. We're still here too.
Ask about her, ask about Yuri, or ask about the boy.
Do I only get one?
I think so.
I don't really care about her boy.
All right, her husband.
I waved at him and he just stared at me.
Yeah, well, he's upset that his bike is in shambles.
I know, he's being a little turd.
Well,
The-
wouldn't you be mad if your
Yeah.
mom dismantled your bike?
I did. That doesn't mean I wouldn't be a turd. I guess there's just something so interesting about the guy who's passed away.
Yeah.
It's like, it makes me want to ask more about him.
Sure.
But I could also ask about her.
Mm-hmm. But you only have one choice.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here.
I wasn't interested in having a child at first. There are just so few these days. The thing all three of us had in common as a family was that we were pretty silly. We used to be, when we were all together. The past is such a heavy dream, and I never remember my dreams. But when I wake up, there's a cloud of feelings the dream left behind. Then the day begins. I move around, and that trace disappears. I wonder if our memories of the valley will drift away like that.
Slip into the past, hold on to the present, project into the future.
Is this what I'm saying to her?
Yeah. This is your advice.
I'm gonna say, hold on to the present. Slip into the past sounds like borderline like morbid, where it's like you should just live in the past. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
But also, like, this is something I try to do. Can I get deep for a second?
Sure.
So, one thing that I've found myself doing from time to time in life is sometimes I feel like I so constantly look forward to what's coming that I don't say, like, I won't say I don't live in the moment, but there are times where I'm like, I could be living more in the moment, as opposed to always looking at like, oh, here's what's coming.
Yeah.
Here's what's gonna be. And, like, there's always, it's always good to have stuff to look forward to. But I like let's say there's like a big vacation that you're coming up on.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easy for us to look forward to it, and then once it gets there, like let's say like it's a week-long vacation. I feel like at times before it's even over, you start going, "Oh man, it's already done.
Yeah.
It's gonna be done." And it's like, yeah, but it's not done yet.
Yeah.
So enjoy it while it's there. In some cases, early on into said trip or experience, you could be like, "Wow, I've been looking forward to this, and here it is." And I don't know. There's
Like,
just
kind of like stepping onto a cruise ship instead of being like, oh, I'm gonna have the best time ever. It's more like we only have 5 days left.
yeah, like that kind of thing. That especially with cruises, does this happen to me where I'll be like 2 days left and be like, oh man, like it's always once we hit like just past the halfway point where I'm like, oh, there's less than half now. So, anyways, I'm gonna say hold on to the present. I feel like it's always important to enjoy the moment. Don't yes, look forward to the future, but don't let that be all you do.
Yeah.
You gotta enjoy it while you're doing it.
Enough of these old photos.
Wait, what did I just make her do?
We still have work to do.
We do?
All right, this is it.
Damn, this shit was hard. Sorry. It's just... Oh. That's not good. It's just how he's... Sorry. The bite.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's laughing. Thank goodness.
I killed him.
Can we just end the episode there?
Yeah.
She just admitted that she killed her husband. Thank you for watching Ready Player Dumb, and we will take this lady to the police.